Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. For me, it's plant care day, and I honestly don't have that much to do because I took care of most of them yesterday after I trimmed the ficus and repotted that little one. So yeah, I don't have too much to do today, but I do want to show you a quick update on Broken Branch, who for some reason is not doing well. Honestly, I'm really worried about the little one. And the petunias, definitely, they're doing really well, so I'm excited to show you how they are. I need to trim their flowers actually because they are doing so well. And of course I want to show you the basil because it's amazing. But yeah, I want to give you a quick update on how everybody is doing while I'm taking care of them. But right now I just wanted to say good morning and I hope you're having a good day so far today, and I'm probably going to get started taking care of the plants in a second. So I'll see you then. Okay, so we have good news and bad news. This is the tomato plant that was in the water, these two pieces right here. They are definitely, like, they had severe root rot, so I'm going to try and reroot them in the water again. And this is the little one that I just started a couple weeks ago, and it does have a few roots, which is super exciting. The good news is that I found a problem. The bad news is there was a problem. This is the top of the garden that, you know, the plants sit in. They're currently in here. I am deep cleaning them. I took them apart in half because I figured why not, because the plant had root rot anyway, so there weren't any roots keeping them, like there weren't any plants in here, so I was able to take them apart properly and clean them. But when I did, oh my, not good. There were so many of the, I'll write it down here, of those bugs inside in between these two pieces. Very, very bad. The problem is solved though, and I think that's where the majority of those bugs were coming from. I hope anyway, because whenever I brought the flowers over here, the zinnias, that's when they got the bugs, those bugs on them. And it makes sense because this had all of them in it. So I'm hoping that they won't come back now. I'm sure there are still a few around. Yeah, that was really bad, and this was absolutely needed today. But since I am here while these are sitting for a minute, I'll dry them off and put them back together here in a second. But I figure I'll show you these little guys. These are the petunias. This is the first one that I put into soil, and she is doing amazingly. Obviously, you can see all of her flowers. I'm going to trim her and then save the flowers and put them in water. This is the little one who was laying down on its side, who kept falling over. She's standing up properly now, so that's good. I also need to trim her because she has a bunch of flowers. And then the little one back there that's not growing any roots is still pretty much the same as it was last week, but at least it's a better color, so that's good. And as far as I can tell, the zinnias don't have any of those bugs on them currently. I think it's okay again, but I'm going to check it very thoroughly when I give this little one some water. But again, I think it's okay now. But over here, I mostly just need to trim the petunias. And I don't think water them because I gave them some. Actually, yes, they do need some water. I just watered them yesterday, but it looks like they need some more today. I am very glad that I took that apart to find all of those bugs, but I'm also very grossed out right now with how many there were in there. So I'm happy, but also kind of like, that was not good. But yeah, I think that was the majority of the problem and where those bugs were coming from, and hopefully it should be taken care of fully now, and hopefully the tomatoes will be able to heal again, because I think that's what was causing the root rot. I think they were just like, because, you know, it was right next to the plant. Yeah, I think that was causing the majority of the problems. So yeah, hopefully they can root properly again in a nice clean container, and then they will start to get healthy again. Oh, and by the way, all the little guys that are usually on the counter are just down here on the floor. This is Broken Branch, and the little one is not doing well. Again, I think it's just at the end of its season. This is the main, like, original tomato plant right here, and it's doing very, very well this week, which is exciting. And then this one is the healthiest tomato plant right now. I mean, like, this one is super tall, and it has some tomato flowers, so that one's doing really good. The orb plant, that I don't know what it's actually called, but I think that's in its name, is doing well. And then both ficuses so far that I'm trying to propagate are also doing well so far, so that's good. I'm trying to propagate these, but I don't know what'll happen. It's just I'm curious to see if they will. But yeah, everyone except for Broken Branch is doing well. The basil is doing very well too, by the way. You can see it has a ton of roots. But I'm gonna put everything back together and put everybody back into the water and yeah, make sure I got all those bugs. I have not quite finished taking care of everybody today, but I kind of ran out of time. It got really busy for me, so I had to kind of like just put everybody back and walk away for a minute. But this is the petunias. Hang on, let me turn on the light so you can see a little bit better. I don't know if that helped at all, but it maybe did a little bit. I don't know. But these are the petunias that I trimmed off of the little ones. There are actually quite a few flowers, and they look so cute in their little containers. I'm not trying to propagate them. I just like them in this container. But these are the little guys over here. They're all back home, and Broken Branch, yeah, I definitely think this little one, unfortunately, is reaching the end of its life. But this little one had a really good and very, very, what's the right word? I don't know, but the little one had a lot of tomatoes throughout the season, so they did a very, very good job. And yes, I remembered to put on my correct hoodie this time, so I didn't forget today. And this little one is doing good, which is exciting. Not the best, but still good. And then this little one is doing absolutely amazingly, and it has so many tomato flowers, which is incredible. So yeah, this little one, and there's some more tomato flowers over here. So yeah, this little one is definitely the healthiest. And these little guys, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna keep the water, like the hydroponic, for much longer. I think I'm just gonna kind of try and propagate these guys. I don't know though, because I want to for the basil, because they do really well in water. But maybe I should put it in soil too. I don't know. But because there were so many bugs in this, I don't want that to happen again. So I'm thinking about just kind of like waiting for these guys to all get healthy roots, the tomato plants. There's one more back there too. But I'm waiting for those guys to maybe just get healthy roots, and then I will put them in soil, and then I will have just all soil plants. I don't know. I'm still deciding on that, but that's what I'm currently thinking because, yeah, that bug problem was not good. And the little ficus trees so far today seem to be doing okay. There's not really like much change, of course, because it hasn't been very long, but so far they're doing pretty good. They look the same as they did yesterday, and that's exciting. And this little one is kind of in the sink in a little bit of quarantine at the moment because this one had a few of those bugs that are not good that I wrote on the screen earlier. So yeah, I put this little one over here and sprayed it completely down with bug spray. So that's why this little one was over here. It's dry now, so I can move it back. But yeah, this one had a few of them, not many, but I just didn't want the problem to get really bad, so I put this little one over here, and everyone over here, by the way, got sprayed with bug spray just to be safe. And these little guys are the petunias now that they are trimmed. This one's the first one that was put into soil still, the second one, and then the third one back there still. That one, this little one, I didn't do anything to. It's exactly the same, but these two just got trimmed. Oh, and the money tree propagation, as you can see, is still doing well. And this one, I couldn't tell if it had any new of those bugs on it or not, so I did spray it with bug spray just to be safe, but I don't think it did. I think it was just old damage. I'm not entirely sure, but it is healthy otherwise, and this flower is starting to open, which is really exciting. And I will say I am very happy that I cared for most of the plants yesterday because, yeah, I didn't have enough time with the bug problem. But right now it is time to open up the advent calendar for today. These are the 12 days of Christmas, by the way, on the pins. So like today is the 3 French hens, and then tomorrow is the birds, and then the golden rings and stuff. It's the 12 days of Christmas. And then these ones are just like gingerbread cookies. Again, I'm going to try to not look. I don't want to see what the little ornament is. I cannot tell what this is by feeling it. Yesterday's I thought was a present. Oh, it's a little guy riding a sleigh with a little Christmas tree on the back. I guess they got a Christmas tree and they need to get it home. These things are so cute. I'm very much enjoying them. Like I said, being able to decorate my Christmas tree with you is really fun. But anyway, let me put this little guy on the Christmas tree. And we are going to try and keep them all on this side until it's full. So I think I'm gonna put this one up on the top. Let's see, will you fit up here? There we go. Perfect. These things are so cute. I love them. But let me go and hang this bag back up and take my watch off so that way I can get started knitting. Just give me 1 second. You hung back up, little bag. How you doing, sweetie? Are you better? I don't see any more. Did we get them all? It looks like it. Alright, you can go back up here, sweetheart. There you go. And little petunias, you guys need to go on the desk. Alright, now it's time to get started knitting, and once again, we are using the green yarn. I am amazed that we still are not using the blue one because it feels a lot colder. Well, my mind is saying that because it's December, it should be a lot colder than it is. I mean, it's still really cold, don't get me wrong, but it's almost Christmas, so it should be much, much colder, freezing more often. It is at night, but during the day too. But as for today, besides taking care of my plants, it was a little bit busy but mostly calm. I'm just very glad that I got most of my plants taken care of yesterday because I didn't have time to even care for all of them today. I would have if I didn't have that problem, because that took much, much longer than I was expecting it to. That honestly took most of the day because I deep cleaned everything, and I sprayed everybody down for bugs and stuff, whether I saw them on them or not, just to be safe. Yeah, that was... I'm glad that you did not see that. That was the worst bug problem that I have had, I think. I definitely know that that's where they have been hiding. And I am glad that I found them, and I hope it doesn't happen again. I will be definitely taking that apart more often, probably at least once a month, hopefully maybe a little bit more, honestly, towards the beginning, just to make sure that they aren't in there, didn't immediately move back in there, because that's not good. I can't imagine there being that many more left because I'm pretty sure I got rid of them pretty thoroughly after I got done spraying my plants down and everything. I even deep cleaned my bathroom just to be sure that they didn't go anywhere that I didn't see. And again, I'm sure they did. At least a few of them are still around, but as long as I got most of them, that's the good thing. I don't understand why they were all in there and not really on the tomatoes or the plants around it. That doesn't make any sense, but I don't understand. It was very weird. But yeah, I am very glad that that is cleaned out and taken care of. And it did take a long time, but it was definitely worthwhile. And I'm pretty positive that's why we were getting some root rot on that tomato plant, because there were bugs. Oh, and some exciting news, by the way, having to do with bugs. I think the fungus gnat problem is mostly solved. Of course, because I have indoor plants, there will always be fungus gnats. It's just a part of having indoor plants. It kind of comes with it, but as long as they're slightly controlled and they're not all over the place, I'm happy with that. So yeah, I think I mostly have that under control as well. So I only really see one every so often, and not even daily really anymore. So that's very, very exciting. So I think we're finally maybe getting control on all the bugs, and hopefully that was the majority of it, and now we'll be good. And I know it's winter and it will calm down, and then in the spring they will all wake back up again. But for right now, if most of them can be taken care of, and then through the winter, if I just keep treating them for bugs, it should slowly take care of the problem, through the winter before they wake up, which would be very exciting. And then in the spring, if I don't have that many, that would be something that would be amazing. Again, I know there will always be some because I have plants. It's just a part of having plants. But lots and lots of them is not good. But yeah, that was definitely a needed plant care day today. I am glad that I did that. And it's not a bad thing too, because again, my bathroom, even though I just cleaned it on Monday, it feels really nice to having it fully deep cleaned. Oh, darn it, I forgot when I repotted the ficus yesterday, that tray that I used to catch the soil. I don't know if you noticed it earlier when I said good morning. It's in my bathtub. I forgot I need to clean that. So I'll try and get that later on, or first thing in the morning tomorrow, because I kind of need the shower, so I need to clean that, and hopefully I'll get that later on today. Otherwise I'll get it first thing tomorrow. But I did forget that completely. It just has some of the ficus's sap on it, so it's really sticky, so I just put it in the shower to clean it off with the water in there, because I figured it would be a little bit easier. Otherwise my bathroom is deep cleaned, just not the bathtub. The main ficus, by the way, that I trimmed and repotted is doing very, very well today. Honestly, looks very happy with the trim and is standing up nice and tall, so I think she feels better, which is good, and can focus on healthy roots again and some new leaves, and not quite be as top heavy. I was honestly amazed that the little one could stand up on its own, because I have had it kind of supported on a bookshelf and tied with a rope to help it stand up and support it, because it wasn't strong enough for a while. So the fact that the little one was standing up yesterday was honestly kind of really impressive. I did not think that she was going to be able to do that, but yeah, she did, and I was very happy to see that, and that also made it harder to trim the little one. But the point is, she's doing very well today, and I think it was definitely necessary to trim her, because yeah, I think she's feeling a lot better now. But anyway, I am suddenly at the end of the first row, so I'm gonna continue on knitting this one, and then knit the second one, and then I will be right back to show you what the blanket looks like for today. Just give me a couple seconds. Alright, I am all done knitting the blanket today, and that's the correct way, yes. This is what it looks like up close, and this is what all of it looks like for the entire year so far. It is interesting to me because I really thought we used a lot more blue yarn than we did. I guess not. I think it's going to be mostly green maybe for the rest of the month. I don't know. The weather's been very strange. But yeah, I thought we would have, I thought we used so much more blue than we did. It's very odd. But that's going to do it for the video today. So thank you so much for watching. And I know I didn't really show you that much of an update on the plants or anything, but yeah, like I said, that was a lot more than I was expecting. But I still hope you enjoyed seeing the plants for the week. And as for tomorrow, I don't know yet what I'm going to be getting up to again. I have no idea. Thursdays seem to be pretty calm for me, so it's probably going to be a calm day, but again, you never know. It is the holidays. Might be busy. I have no idea. But as for today, thank you so much for being here and just taking time out of your day to spend it with me. And I hope you had a good day today, no matter what you did. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye. I'll see you later. Have a good rest of your day.